I'm Liz Kazandzhy, and welcome back to the Ask, Seek, Find podcast. I took a break last week. I didn't put out an episode because I had some trial happen in my life. And even though it's not something I want to discuss in detail on the internet, which is such a public place, just know that I'm going through some hard times right now. And so I skipped last week, and this week's episode is going to be a little different. So instead of my usual ask a question, share my answer format, I'm just going to share a poem that I wrote recently. A few days after this hard thing happened to me and my family, I was praying one night, and I was pouring my soul out to God, and the inspiration I got was write a poem. And I kind of laughed because I was stressed out of my mind and strapped for time like usual, and I was like, God, I am so stressed, and you want me to take the time to write a poem. And so I just kind of chuckled and I said, you know what? If you want to give me some inspiration to write a poem, I will write it down. And lo and behold, he gave me some inspiration. It didn't take much time because we have these little cracks of time throughout our day where we're just thinking about things, and that's when God inspired me while doing dishes and taking a shower and trying to fall asleep at night. So what resulted from that is this poem that I'm going to read. I hope that you find it helpful, because I know that I'm not the only one going through hard times, and I just hope my words touch you in some way. So I will read this, and that will be today's episode. The poem is called When It Rains. When it rains, it pours. It's one thing after another. Can't catch a break, can't catch my breath. I'm at the end of my rope, hanging by a thread. So many idioms that say the same thing and pose the same desperate question: when will this be over? But the answer is as elusive as the answer to why. Why me? Why this? Why now? And I wonder, how am I still holding on? And I wonder, how long can I possibly hold on? But as I hang by this precarious thread, with aching muscles and blistered hands, I sometimes remember to look up at who is holding that thread. And then I realize this thread will not break. And I tell myself, I won't break either. And when I double over out of breath, dizzy and disoriented, I sometimes remember to look up at Him who gives the breath of life. And then I realize I am not running this race alone. And I tell myself to take just one more step. And as I stand in this pouring rain, the pelting drops piercing my very soul, I sometimes remember to look up. The billowing clouds may block my view, but I know the sun is there. And I know He knows I'm here. And someday, as I look at the lushness around me, the fragrant flowers and the fruitful trees, vibrant and stunning and mine, I will realize it was the rain that brought all this. And I will tell Him, thank you for the storms. I hope you have a good week, despite whatever storms are in your life. And it is my testimony that God can take each and every one of those and use them for some glorious purpose